Cowboys Nation. It's Friday, so that makes it a great start to the weekend. Get this thing rolling. I'm going to be heading down to Miami to see my Canes take on Clemson. Hopefully they don't make me have to do the long ride back home disappointed. They hadn't been looking too good, so hopefully they get this stuff cleaned up. But no, it's a bye week, so it's opportunity for us to all relax, chill, watch a little football, hopefully see, the Eagles lose, the 49ers lose, all Detroit lose, all those teams ahead of us maybe take an L while we rest, relax, and recover. But it also gives us a chance to kind of reflect on everything. So before we get started, thank you again to all the new subscribers. Definitely appreciate it. Growing every day. If you are new, hit that subscribe, hit the like, hit the alert, all that good stuff, because we're dropping videos all the time and got an exciting show planned for next Sunday pregame. Going to be live and at a Tampa Cowboys fan bar, Henderson's, with Cowboys Nation. We're going to do a little pregame show, get everyone hyped up, and it's going to be a good time. So just wanted to kick in a quick video. A lot of talk about, trade deadline coming. Do you make a move? Do we stay pat? I mean, I think we all know Cowboys typically they don't make many moves, but you just wonder if maybe if this year might be a little different. I mean, they're kind of they're hanging in there good, but it just seems like maybe we just need something to kind of flip the switch a little bit. Maybe the preseason and them cleaning up some of the penalties and some of the areas of concern will get done. But one thing that's kind of been talked about is wide receiver. And, you've got some names out there: Devontae Adams, Hunter Renfrow, Jerry Jeudy, Terrence Marshall. He's requested a trade, and they allowed him to seek a trade. But, looking at the Cowboys receiving core, you just got to wonder, why would they make a move? Obviously, early part of the season, it hasn't. They haven't lit it up. I mean, CeeDee Lamb's leading the team with 34 receptions, 475 yards, only one touchdown, which is not CeeDee Lamb like. So I, definitely got to see this receiving core kind of get going. But it falls back into the offensive line. It falls back into Dak Prescott. It falls back into our ability to run the ball, which, I mean, those to me are bigger issues than our wide receivers. But you're looking at Gallup, 18 catches, 200 yards, 11.3 yards per reception, which is not very good for him. No touchdowns. So we're not getting that deep ball. So is it the offensive scheme? Is it the offensive line not giving Dak enough time? The running game being a little bit inefficient. I mean, I think it all rolls into one, but I like our receiving core. I mean, Brandon Cooks. I mean, he's only got 13 receptions. He's averaging now just barely over 8 yards of reception, which you guys saw him on that end around. I mean, the dude's got speed. He was brought in there for speed. Eugene Lockhart talked about it on our Wednesday show. I mean, he's a game breaker, and we've just got to take advantage of that. Only one touchdown. So between our starting receivers, we've got 3 touchdowns. I mean, Turpin's been in there. He's made some plays, but even he's only at 10 yards a reception. You think he'd be brought in for more of the bigger plays. And you've got Jalen Tolbert, only 7 receptions, 70 yards. So we're not slinging it like probably we all hoped. And I think maybe this is something they can work on and get fixed in during the bye week and just come back stronger. But, the thought is that Devontae Adams, do they bring him in? Look at the price tag. Look at the price tag. You got to pay CD. I just don't see that being a viable option, a realistic option. Jerry Jeudy could be one. He's on a rookie deal, but his production hasn't been very good in Denver. And I know they're going through some stuff. So I mean, is he really going to be an upgrade to what you have now on the roster? I mean, I don't see it. Terrence Marshall's another one, young receiver, a lot of promise, not getting the opportunities in Carolina. He wants to go to a team where he could be in a more prominent role. Well, if you're coming to Dallas, again, there's only one football, and I just don't know if you disrupt the receiving core. And really, a lot of times with receivers, it takes time to build that connection with your quarterback. So, I mean, are you going to get an instant impact on a receiver in a trade? I just don't see it. The only one that could be intriguing, and it's just the position and kind of the way he is Hunter Renfrow. He reminds you of, that slot receiver that you see, and good route runner, could be a safety valve for Dak Prescott. I think the one thing, if we want to talk about that they're missing, and we could do it on another one, is tight ends. I mean, the tight ends just, you don't see that this year like you had in years past. And I know they let Dalton Schultz go, and I had no issues with it, but it just doesn't seem like he's got that comfort level or trust, or the tight ends are performing the way they need to right now. And again, we're a third of the way through the season. It's hard to believe we're a third of the way through the season. It goes by so fast. Can't take it. But I think these things that can get fixed. And I think McCarthy with the offense, I know that, we hear stale and hear predictable. I think they definitely need to do some tweaking. Dak Prescott, to me, like if you watch that Rams game, I mean, he's best when he's moving around in the pocket. He's kind of free flowing a little bit. I think that's one of the strong points of his game. I don't know if the strength of his game is just sitting back there slinging it. I think play action pass is a big part of the game, and that's where you get the deep ball. And again, our running game. I mean, both our running backs are averaging under 4 yards a carry, which Pollard was, 5+ last year. So, you look at that role and you wonder, hey, do we need to get something in a running back? Do we need to, get some pressure off him and get him back to the role that he had where he was, getting 10 to 12 touches, but explosive plays. And we're just not seeing the explosive plays. Obviously, the great play that he made in the Chargers game, that was real critical for the win. Catching that pass and taking a 60 yards. Man got caught from behind, and he don't ever get caught. So is he getting a little tired? But those are the things definitely want to keep talking about. We do this, on our live shows on Wednesday. I pop in on Sunday. So again, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, share, but definitely want your opinion. What's your thoughts on the receiving core? Would you add another receiver? Would you trade away one of our assets at receiver to get another one? I know Gallup, he had a rough game in the Chargers. Still not seeing the Gallup that we know and love, but what his game is, he's not going to be a 7-catch, 5-catch, 8-catch kind of receiver. He's that big play guy, and we're not doing the big plays, and we're not getting those big plays. So I think it's not making him look as well, but he had some drops. So I mean, some of that's going to be on him. But definitely want to get you guys' opinion on the receivers. I don't think the Cowboys do anything. Like I said, I think if they do, it's going to be a minimal role. But again, you got Jalen Tolbert. He looked good in preseason. He looked good, early on, as getting into camp and all of that kind of stuff. And we thought he'd play a little bit bigger role. Maybe it's time to get him in a little bit more, give him an opportunity and see what he can do. So I would go that route before I would go out and get a receiver. Now, if they could figure out a way to get Devontae Adams and that worked out, your boy ain't going to complain. I mean, you're talking about one of the best receivers in the NFL, but I just don't see it being realistic. I don't know what the price tag will be, but I don't think the Cowboys would pay it. More importantly, he's on a big contract, and you got CD and you got Parsons coming up, so I just don't see the Cowboys investing in another high-priced receiver. So that's just my thoughts. You guys let me know. Have a great Thursday or Friday, going into the weekend. See, my time's already going all over the place, man. I'm already looking so far ahead. But again, we'll be live hopefully on Monday. Got a little travel week coming up, so it might be a little sketchy, but we definitely have some great shows for you. Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you like. Make sure you share. We're very close to our giveaway with Cuts by Jones, one of our sponsors. We're going to be giving away one of these custom cuts when we hit 2,000 subscribers. We are getting closer and closer and closer as we get new subscribers every day. So definitely appreciate it. And you guys have a great weekend. Pull for McCain's. Your boy's going to be down there. Maybe I'll pop in and do a quick video live from the tailgate. I got to go find my man Malik Rozier. And I thought I lost a bet with Purdy, but he didn't look too good, Sunday. So maybe I'm back in the game between him and Dak. We still got a lot of ways to go. So we won't be buying that steak dinner just yet. We'll see what happens. So Cowboys Nation, again, appreciate all the love and support. I will, if I don't talk to you the weekend, have a great weekend. If I'm back on, I'll see you then. Take care.
Meeting is going to be commencing real soon because we're getting ready to get this party started. Can you feel me? Can you dig it?